Hey dandelions, and welcome back to Rambles and Makeup with your rambling host DohiSama. Today, we are going to do a bunny inspired / Mirko face paint look, and we are also talking about the movie White. So grab your brushes, grab your makeup, and meet me in the bathroom. All right, babes. Hello. Man, how are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling? How's the week going? Okay, so for me, it's Monday. So my week is just starting. But when you watch this, whenever it may be a Monday like 15 years from now, or like a Tuesday a week from now, whenever you're watching it. How are you faring? And if you're at Sunday, like you've completed a week, how was your week, bud? How was your week? Oh, y'all. This morning I played myself. Let me tell y'all that story before I go into the rest. So I wanted to go jog this morning, right? And I just wanted to see. I'm trying to get better at running because I really hate running. Okay. It is the bane of my existence. Sue me. I hate running. It's not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like running is hard. But anyways, I slept in this morning because it had rained. So I'm assuming when I go outside, it is gonna be beautiful, still like cloudy, giving off that cloudy vibe. You know what I'm saying? Just all nice and comfortable. Bogus. Texas weather is bogus. It was hot. Okay, the sun was shining on my soul, but it's okay. Thank the Lord I got through my run. Okay, well, my run and walk. I ain't gonna sit up here and have y'all believe that I just ran all the way because I will not. But I mean, maybe one day I will. Who knows? Eventually, I shall get there. But all right, gang. That was just. I just thought that you should know about my crazy morning because I really feel like, I can't blame anybody but myself because I set my first alarm for 8:30 and I knew I was supposed to get up at 8:30, but because I was so sleep deprived, I did not get up at 8:30. Okay, so today we are going to talk about this movie. Okay, so first of all, I want to apologize. I know we were rocking it out with the anime content and like anime is gonna stay, okay? It is not going anywhere, but I just kind of decided everything I watch, I want to talk about with y'all. So why not talk about it all? Like, yes. So I am going to tell y'all about this movie I watched. And I feel so bad because I wanted to tell my best friend about it, but I keep her in suspense because she watches these and she loves them. So I was trying to make her wait. So, bestie, this is for you. You're going to love it. So, y'all, whoo, y'all. Last week, I was deciding like I want to watch a scary movie because your girl, okay, I am going to admit I can be quite a scaredy cat sometimes. I am a big baby. I've always wanted to go into a haunted house, but I went into like a mock version of a haunted house when I was a kid. Worst thing ever. Okay, we went through heaven and hell. I went to hell first. Some other people was like, I'm gonna go to heaven first. No, I want to go to hell first and then heaven. So I went to the dark side first. As a buddy popped up out of a casket, and that was just kind of like it for me. Man, I ran to them seven angels so fast on the heaven side, it was a done deal. But then again, to be fair, heaven didn't really look like, I mean, well, it did because it was on a church ground, but it kind of also looked like an occult because there was like lamps and white everywhere. They gave us like bags with apples in them and candy. Man, okay. But not for real. It was a nice setup. But so I I love watching YouTubers. I have a set list of people that I just vibe out with. And even I myself, I want to get better at playing like scary games because man, I don't know what it is, but if Corey and Berlin jump one too many more times, like okay, yeah, I need y'all to get it together because I'm scared, Dashy, and you just out here being like this, you know. But anywho's. So I have been trying to work on myself to get better at like watching scary movies and watching scary gameplays because I'm a baby. And I was even telling my mom, I am the type of person I will get. Okay, so gory scenes, they just do it for me. Like if I watch something with blood and splatter, 8 times out of 10, I can handle it. The other 2 times, anything with teeth, I'm out. I cannot process that. Anything with teeth, and then just like intestines. I'm sorry, this is gonna be a very graphic episode. So just trigger warning all around, okay? In case this makes you uncomfortable. But yeah, gore does it for me. But also, y'all, like, not even gore, when they just do gross things. Now, I am not gonna spoil it in case anybody want to go watch it, but okay. I watched Stephen King's The Stand, the newest one. First of all, it's beautiful. You should go watch it. I was like, right on. Okay, because I remember my mom showing me the old one. Stephen King is just, in his own rights, he's a legend. I love Stephen King. When I read Cujo, it scared the mess out of me. Now, when I watched the movie, I was a little bit older, so I was like, I feel like the scare factory didn't hit me as much as the rest of the world, but simply because by the time I watched it, graphics had changed, I was older, what have you. So, and this is gonna be such a long. I'm trying to hurry this along, but so anywho's Stephen King. I'm up here. I'm here. I'm here. Carrie was not scary. The newest one was. I was like, dang girl, you need to get it together. But the point I am trying to make is when I was watching The Stand, all right, long story short, it's a disease going on. And like stuff is happening. That's all I'm gonna allude to in case you want to go watch it. But there was scenes in there where they were like showing the effects of the disease. And y'all, I can't. Like stuff that looks like, oh, like with maggots and like flies coming out of stuff and like slop. I'm about to regurgitate right now. You know how they look like they put that prison slop on trays and stuff. It does it for me, okay? It takes me out. So that was happening in the stand, and I was like, I cannot watch this and eat. Like, we're gonna have to timetable it because I don't know what you want from me. Like, I can eat popcorn, but that's as good as it's gonna get. So I have been doing better at watching scary movies. I feel like considering I watched this movie that I'm gonna talk about today by myself, that's a whole like A plus. Cause okay, it wasn't a daytime, but I was by myself, and I am just so proud. And usually I watch like spooky, scary Sundays, and I will watch some gameplays at nighttime, by myself. But it just like it depends, cause I can be like I say I can be a little scary, okay, at times, and man, I blame half of it on like sleep paralysis and stuff like that, but the rest of it is just I'm scary. All right, moving along. So there was this movie. There is this app, Tubi. Don't know if you use it. It's a great app. But and Roku, the Roku channel, and they have a set of like Korean movies, K dramas, Korean movies, Japanese movies, the whole shebang. Asian, they have an Asian section. There we go. I was in the mood for like a K drama. I was in the mood for a K drama. I went to for the romance. But then I started seeing other titles and I was like, wow, why don't I just tip on in and see what they have to offer the world? So the movie we're talking about today, it is called White. Now, like I said, I know anime is coming back, but let me tell y'all about this because this movie honestly took me out. I I quite frankly honestly don't think I'm still right behind this movie if I could be very blunt. First of all, this movie I think it kind of haunted me because for me it's a little bit too close to like what could really happen. Movies like that do it for me, man. But so in this movie, it's about 4 girls. Okay, Yunji, Jinny, Aran, Senji, and no, it's just them. It's them. It's about them. It's about their group. Now these girls are in an idol group. named Pinky Doll. Pink Doll, not Pink. I don't. Well, in English it's Pinky Doll, but it's Pink Doll. And they basically are having like no luck. They are not really successful at all. It is kind of just, it's not looking so great for the baby girls. They try to promote, and and honestly, let me just say, I don't really know why they were flopped on so much, because I'm looking around at the rest of the setup and I'm like, they doing the same thing. They are doing the same thing. Now, so this girl, she has a friend. Her name is Yunji. She's like the main character, right? Like this, this is triggering, this whole thing. So when the movie first comes on, they are trying to like, this one girl group just got off the stage, and my dumb butt, okay, 5 minutes into the movie, I'm like, oh well, I don't know why this group is, they say this group is bad, like this group is great. It wasn't the same people, Sama. It was different people. So anyways, they come on stage and they just blow it. I ain't gonna lie to you, they blow it. They absolutely just, they blow it, man. I can't say it in any better of a way. Bombshelled. So anywho's, the manager is like telling Iyunji to basically hold the girls together, because she is like the leader of the group, and the manager's like, you have to be the mediator and the peace, or I guess the agency representative. She's like, you have to hold the peace down. But the young girls are blaming Iyunji for the fact that like they are not famous, and they're like, I don't want to be like a reject old lady up here still trying to be an idol. And I'm like, ew, I don't know. I was triggered. Eunji was too nice, because I'd have been like, let me tell you something here, you little brat. Just keep living. Like, there is no way. I can't even get my English out. I would never take that. Like, I don't understand. And I can take a lot. All right. But that was sending me to the, I was like, Eunji, step on their necks. But she held it together. She didn't say anything. She was like, I will rise. All right. So while Minji is out here trying to rise, the other girls, they are like just going through it. So Minji is having a talk with the agency representative, who is, hang on, y'all, Jeonsu Byeon. I hope I pronounced your name right. Please forgive me if I didn't. But she is the agency representative, and she's telling her, she's like, you might want to like go see Mr. What is his name? Mr. Cho. He sponsors Simon Says hurry up, early up. Can't stop me, can't stop me. Copyright. But okay, I'm sorry. I got to think about NCT. So Taeyong is the correction. Taeyong is the producer. But so the lady's like, you should consider going to thank him, or yada yada yada, for like all he's doing for you, because apparently he's doing so great for y'all. So they end up getting like, they end up moving houses again, and like the girls, what jerks, man. All right, so they're in this new apartment, right, in this new condo or whatever, via Eunji's sponsor. So the girls are being a little okay, I bleep. The girls are being a little not so great of ladies, let's put it like that. And like one of them simply is disrespecting Eunji because she's letting the other two. She's letting the other two disrespect her. She's letting the other two walk over her, so she's gonna do the same. And I'm like, I understand, but at the same time, that is not leading by example, and you're not really helping. Like you could be the bigger person, be her ally, and just be like, put your foot down, Eunji. So freaking Eunji is like telling him, watch your mouth, don't talk to me like that, like I'm the oldest, and da 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 da. And so she starts to clean up, right? She's cleaning up, she's looking around, and so she goes to visit her friend. Eunji has a friend named Sunyi. Yes. So she asked her, she's like, they go to karaoke, and she's like, do you think that I should like quit? And she's like, no, babe, you got this. Like, if this does not work out, me and you are gonna form like a tag team type of thing. And I'm here for it. Like, we stand queens supporting their friends. Like, you want to Milli Vanilli till we 65? I got you. And I believe my best friend is just like that. So yes, Sunyi, she is one of my favorite characters in this movie. I'm like, you should be treasured. Okay. But so anyways, they go back to the house and they're cleaning up, right? They're cleaning up the space. So Eunji, she comes across this thing called White. It's a videotape. She takes it in her room and she's like listening to it, looking at it, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I first saw it, I was like, this is a creepy bop. I mean, it's a little bit of, a little, but not too much going on. But so this girl is watching it. She takes it in her room, which first red flag. I do not like movies where people just pick up random stuff and go home and investigate it. They're like, oh, this is a dead dog. Let me take it home and like open it up and see what's inside. Like, no, keep Cujo out there. Leave it alone. And so she does not heed any warning that I just said, and she takes it in her room and she's watching it. Her manager, sponsor lady, comes in to talk to her, right? So then she's like, what is this? Like, what is this that you have? Is this, what kind of movie is this, Eunji? And Eunji's like, this is a performance. And she's showing her, like, the song or whatever. What does the representative do? She makes a call and basically starts to revamp the song for her girls, because you just take what you want, don't you, lady? So freaking lady over here has stolen this random song, right? And she's like now trying to get the girls, first of all, to do this stupid dance by the stupid choreographer. But they're basically debuting the show. Not the song White, right? And she asked this guy, she's like, are you sure like there's no like original copies? And he's like, no, ain't nobody had this. And she's like, well, finders keepers, right? So anywho's, yeah, she gets the girls ready for this bogus new look. Now these girls, she tells them, only one of y'all are gonna be able to be the main sitting stage setter. So they go take pictures to see who can be in the middle, like the main. And some of these girls are freaking out about the position of being like a main. And I'm sitting here like, if y'all are all gonna be on stage, what the problem? So Jenny ends up being like the center, right? First. She gets the lucky opportunity to be in the center, right? So, she's working hard. She's working hard on like getting these high notes out. But I mean, Jenny is sitting up in here, oh, like she is up in there. Oh, I'm like, Jenny. But anywho's, she is just she's not getting it together. I'm not laughing at Jenny, I promise. But Jenny is not living her best life, right? She has been practicing these high notes All night long, all night, all night long, all night. Come on, sing it with me. Sing it with me. All night long. You can do it. All night long. All night. I know you sang with me. Thank you. Anywho's pressing on, friends. Jenny is stuck in the studio trying to hit these high notes. Now, baby child, okay. Baby child Yunji over here is like, you don't have to do this all night. Like, come get you some rest and don't be stressed. But Jenny, she's okay. Jenny's not having it. She's like, these high notes will be noting. Stronoking. What? What? That was nothing of what it was supposed to be. No stroking. Anywho's. So Jenny is like stuck in this room, right? And she is practicing her high notes on loop, just repeatedly. Y'all, it ain't looking so good for Jenny. Like I've already warned, this is kind of like, this is a horror movie, so YouTube, please be gentle. And the rest of you, do not strike me, because, like, what? Don't be here if you don't want to be scared. So, Yunji gets strangled by her cord, her microphone cord. Something starts happening. The room flashes. She sees somebody. It is chaotic. She's the first one that goes out, right? She's in the hospital. Now, the rest of the members are fighting for a spot. Now, one of them, Arang, she's the next one. So, first of all, this girl, she's getting plastic surgery. And, like, I understand over there it is a custom to do that. But, y'all, your faces are beautiful. Please stop. You know, like, you don't have to get plastic surgery. Like, y'all are some beautiful people, and I think that you should just, like, please leave your face alone. But once again, I know that that's their culture, and so it must be very different from them than, you know, from the outside looking in. So no harm, no disrespect, but, like, a lot of y'all are beautiful, and you don't need that stuff. You really don't. Like, if you are talented, you don't have to transform and change yourself to be talented. You just are talented, you know? And if people are gonna love your songs, they should love your songs regardless. Not because your face is pretty, but because you can sing. Like, ooh. But anywho's, she is getting plastic surgery, and she is addicted to the plastic surgery, right? And so she has these things on her eyes, and, like, she's trying on the, so White, this girl, let me go back to this music video in person real quick. White, this lady White, she has, like, white hair, all right, like white like my eyes and face hair. So they had them wearing these white wigs, right, to see who's gonna be the center. So now plastic surgery lady over here is trying to get it together and be the center stage. And I only call her that because I do not like this character. She was one of the ones I wanted to get body, because I'm like, you are just disrespectful. And I know that's a harsh thing to say, but I was like, take her out. Please, you're doing us a favor. Alright, so this girl is up next, and her name is Arang. I just said that. So she is getting it together, right? But she ends up confronting Yunji about some stuff. And she's like, who knows? Maybe somebody played a prank on her. Like, surely it wouldn't be you, right? And I'm sitting there thinking, what the heck is wrong with you? What kind of prank do you think that that is? You know, putting, I think, or giving her too many, like, because she was drinking on these, like, juices, these tonics, yeah. And she was like, maybe somebody poisoned her. And I'm like, you're dark, lady. For a voice part, I could never. But so Yunji is like, you need to go to sleep because we gotta rehearse. Like, I ain't got time for this foolery. I'm not doing it. So next thing we know, baby child, who is it that's pop locking over here? Sinji. This girl is just a poppin' 1-2 step. I love it when you 1-2 step. Like, she is getting it together. Her and freaking Jenny end up getting, no, Irene end up getting into it because I do not like how I said her name, Autumn, whatever. So they're getting into it because apparently Autumn has made a post about Sinji, and Sinji is not having it. And since Sinji and Yunji, oh, she smacked dab diddly dong that girl, and I was like, yes, that that's applause. Yes, like Lady Gaga, a round of the applause. We love it. And Yoonji is not getting it together. She's freaking out, and I'm like, you need to be more like this one. Like, if you sock a few people in their mouth, maybe they leave you alone too. And please, this is purely for jokes. Do not go out punching people in the mouth because they disrespected you, okay? You are truly supposed to rise above the occasion and be the bigger person. But in this instance, I would have beat the brakes off of her too. I'm just saying, okay? You cannot be out here. I'm going to give y'all a quote that I saw on Instagram a long time ago, and I live by the code. And in every situation, ooh, I want to die by this code. The mouth shouldn't be willing if the flesh is weak. So if you don't want your chops chopped, don't chop them then, Jack. Don't chop them. So Sinji is like now laying into Yunji. She's like, don't be touching me. You can't handle that anyway, old lady. You old bag of bones. That's essentially what was happening. So Sinji believes that Adong believes that Sinji put chemicals in her cosmetics, like her beauty cosmetics and stuff, because she is the next white. Like, she got her plastic surgery. She's trying to get it together. She's rubbing these chemicals on her face, and y'all, she is looking bad, bad. Like, you can barely see her eyelids. Like, she is looking like somebody's beat up Barbie doll. It's that bad. And she's rubbing this cream on her face, like trying to woo Sa, and like get it together, Sa, all that jazz. She goes on stage and she does the song starts up. Now, when the song starts up, this girl is on a freaking mechanical bull, right? Well, it's not a mechanical bull. It's kind of like that, but it's like a little robot, I guess they use for music videos. I've seen this that like can spin you around, and they're actually pretty cool. Like, I would want to use one of those one day. I shall use one of those one day. But so, I'm sorry, guys. I keep saying but so a lot. I know. I'm trying to get it together with my vocabulary. This girl ends up falling off the dang stage. And I am sitting here like, throw it away. Throw it away. If you know that, like, and then Yunji was seeing these posts on, like, you know how they have like Naver and blog posts like that, and like, they're showcasing like all K-pop, and like they're showcasing stuff from the idols and stuff. Well, this one was a particular gif of the girl, and like it just looks decrepit. Okay, when they were performing the song, I think it was Arang who had it first. No, I think even Jenny too, because all of them were promoting the song, and like they were starting to blow up as a group when they first promoted White. Like, hi, hi, hi. I'm scared to sing it in my bathroom, honestly, Holy Spirit, because no. But they were starting to get success. Like, they were getting famous. They were getting known. Now, this is why I also have a problem with these girls, because they wanted to be so famous, so known, but when they got that way, they were rude to their fans, and I'm like, who do you think made you? Who are you doing this for then? Like, you're gonna be mean to the people, and like, okay, I get it. Fans do not have the right to just put their hands on people. Like, that is not their right. But if somebody's asking you for a picture or a photograph, the least you can do is not call them names and like take a picture and a photograph with them. I don't know. I know everybody has their opinions about it, but to me, the fans are the ones who make you anyway. Like, they are the ones paying for your merchandise. Like, they are the, if without your fans, you wouldn't have like nothing, you know, like, you need supporters to support you, you know. And so it baffled me that when they got famous, they were jerks like that. Like, did y'all forget where Pinky Dolls was? Because I didn't. Yes, Ida has fell off the stage. Now she is in the hospital. And people are like, is everything all right with Pinky Doll? Like, what is happening? So then baby child Sinji, she, you know, wants to be like the next, and I think she does become the next white. Yeah, the lady. And so she's dancing, right? And for whatever reason, she starts beefing with freaking Eunji again. And I'm sitting here like, please, not this. So y'all, they had this dance battle. First of all, I mean, I know. But baby, let me just say, I feel like what they were trying to accomplish versus what we got just left me a little astounded. Cause what? But then again, I can't break dance either. So who am I to talk about anybody? So they break dancing, right? They let me see your 1-2 step. I love it when you 1-2 step. All right, they finished that battle, and it was just crazy. Sinji is out here losing her marbles, and so she's going to practice because Sinji's getting better at dancing, and like, she can roll her neck, and I mean, she is like like, she is rolling that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just, you know how your mom be like, girl, you roll that neck at me again. I mean, Sinji's just, you know, and she's like, I mean, she, if Michael Jackson would have saw this girl, he would have been proud. Like, she is getting it together. So, baby child over here that's getting it together and like putting in the work with her neck or whatever. So this girl, all right, she goes to practice late at night. Cause why not? You know, it's right there in your home. We all know what it's like when you want to chase dreams. Cause look at me, look at what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You want to get your step together, count it out, do it out, all that jazz. Sinji, what the absolute hell? What the hell, Sinji? She is up in here. First of all, this girl is dancing the night away, all right, in this room. Now, I don't really know if I would have really wanted to dance knowing what was going on with like my friends and stuff. I mean, and I guess they can't even really call themselves friends because even though like the two youngest ones stuck together, who Jenny and Adang, even though they stuck together, I mean, from what I'm gathering, Adang was the one who poisoned uh Jenny anyway. So baby girl is, and I have to, I said I wasn't gonna talk about her dancing, but I'm gonna talk about this scene. So she's up in there and she's like, whoosha, washa, washa. Like, she is like, you know, she reminds me of You're Playing with the Big Boy. Like, she is conjuring up something like a shibbity pop pop pop. And she's like, she's, you know, she's snake charming and she's just freaking. Like, she is doing all the moves. I ain't gonna do the moves, obviously, but Stingy was doing the moves. And y'all, in the midst of her, first of all, doing this little number, she is going, okay, if I can get my emotions together, she's doing like this, like, she's going like this. And there's some that's going like this. And then there's one in the corner like, I'm sitting here like, Sinji, do you not see the one that's like twerking it down while you over here? Like, you are fighting for your life with your arms, and she is just holla if you hit me. Hey, like, Sinji, what is happening? It is too much, entirely too much for me. And I'm sitting there like, I am flat. I had to go back and rewatch the scene to make sure I was not tripping with what I saw. So Sinji dancing in these heels, right? All the lights pop off. And I'm like, you lady, mirrors start breaking it, like, no. They start like flipping off like the lights in each individual mirror. And then the last one looks at her. And then I think glass does shatter. And she's just sitting there crying. Girl, get up and go. I don't know where you gonna go, but you can't stay there. Like, you should not want to stay there. I don't know. I feel like if I hear the bed creak, I am getting a hooter. Because what you doing? Because only me and SpongeBob supposed to be here. And he don't make no noises. Now, little mama, she just the wiggly wobbling, okay? She wiggly wobbling, she run out, and like she ends up being told she's gonna be on this Survivor show, right? And so like, she as she's on this Survivor show, she starts to see the little ghosty, and like all of them have encountered the ghost, cause even like Sinji. No, I think when she was getting ready, she heard somebody tell her, she heard a Yunji tell her, like, I'm white. She thinks it's a Yunji. It's not. It's really not. Nobody was in the building and she was just sitting there like, oh, okay, this is great. Get out the building, lady. Go. And so fast forward to this baby running around. She done left the camera crew because yes, Smokey. Yes. All right. We are just going to leave our only allies up in here. We don't know where we're going, what the heck we are doing. All I know is this ghost is chasing me. But I feel better all by myself than with y'all taking care of me. So she dips, right? She just dips out of here, y'all. She goes outside. And once again, there's another one of these camera things, right? She gets her hair caught in it because for whatever reason, the camera crew decided to like let Sesang fans up in there and they are pulling on her. They see her hanging up by her hair, y'all, and they still pulling on her. And I'm thinking, nobody see any issue? Like, y'all just gonna let them die. Like, you're gonna let them die. Anywho's, all right. She gets smashed by the equipment. Now, I'm thinking she dead because, like, she got smashed pretty hard, right? She got smashed pretty hard. And, you know, she was in the hospital. Now they're getting blown up with more phone calls. Like, the people want to know what is going on and what are you going to do about it, right? Like, they are just beside themselves wondering what the hell is about to happen to these girls. All right. So with those bozos being gone and out of the way, it is Iyunji's time to shine. Now, Iyunji, okay, in the English translation, it says she was a backup dancer, but she was a break dancer, she was in the back, all right? She was in the back. She was one of the people, cha ba 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 ba, like she's getting it. You know what I'm saying? That is her role. So she is now the leading lady. Like, she is up there, you know? Well, Iyunji has started to realize that, like, things ain't what she think or want them to be, and so she starts doing some handy dandy detective work with her handy dandy notebook and her handy dandy friend Miss Sunyi over here. And that's when she discovers, like, oh, bullcrap, hey guys, it's cursed, you know, because that's just what happens in everything in life anyways. So now she has to deal with the fact that this thing is cursed, right? And she is like trying to find bits and pieces about what happened to this girl. So apparently there was a fire in this building, and this girl named Jang Yibin died. She died of training. I think they say in like, yes, she died. Jang Yibin. So Eunji is telling Sunyi, like, what if this is haunted? Like, you know, what if this is like a ghost? And I'm sitting here like, baby, that ain't a ghost. That is a demon. Like, all of y'all need to get it together and realize what you're dealing with right now. Like, this lady ain't playing with y'all. Literally get scared as I say that. Who out there? Nobody. It's just me. So they find out that a ghost is like hunting them, and they're trying to find out why, you know. So once again, she's looking at freaking performances, And everybody who has a performance, they keep like spazzing out, right? They're spazzing out or whatever, like in these little gifs. So first of all, she goes to listen to the song and she's asking the dude about the song and like, like the lyrics of the song. And I think it says something like, "It's hot in here." That's what she hears first. "It's hot in my heart." And so she's like, "That's weird." And I'm thinking, if it's hot in your heart, like, take a break, drink some water, eat a Kit Kat. You're not you when you don't have Snickers. Like, something. Give me something. Nothing was given, gang. Hang on. Okay, let me pop. Okay, so now in the midst of them trying to get it together and figure out like what is wrong and what's going on, it's Yoonji's turn to be on the stage, right? Like, it is her time to thrive and survive. So they end up holding a memorial for Jang Yibin because she's trying to find out. Well, no. Let me backtrack. She decides she's gonna go and meet the manager to find out what happens to this girl, or like Lee Taeyong, the sponsor. She's gonna go meet him, find out what happened, so they can have answers. Well, you already know when she meets him, his requirement is smashing her really hard. That is his requirement. And she is going to get successful and famous, and like all of this. And I'm sitting here thinking, okay, okay. In this particular case, 2 plus 2 is like 35,000. And I am triggered. Like, even taking that break, I am triggered. And you're about to learn exactly why I am triggered. If there's my logic, right? And just listen to me. Hear me out, please. If you're gonna go and sleep with the guy anyways, why are you choose to be in haunted? Like, why are you still messing with White? If you are gonna throw it back for him and he guarantees success, why not write at least the least you can do, Yoonji, is write your own song, okay, Lay? That's the bare minimum of what you were gonna do. If you were gonna take it like a champ, okay, you should have been a champ and took your own stuff. I don't know. I just, oh, that bothers me that like she would sell out like that, but she messing around with a ghost film. Like, I know in the grand scheme of things, she was going to get information, but she still put out. And that's the point I'm trying to make. Like, oh, okay, I'm gonna save all of my opinions to the end, so I'm gonna get y'all through this movie. So after it's done, she goes home and she's crying and she's like, "You know what, soon you forget about it," because she committed suicide. Like, she had messed around with the dude's father, so this runs in the family. Like, he ain't just creeping to be creeping. This is a whole legacy for him. But so apparently, like, she messed around with him for fame, like Yoonji had just did, right? But it just didn't go that way for the baby child that died. So Yoonji is taking this hard, right? So she gets back home. She starts adjusting to her life as White, Yoonji White, and she's making success. She's becoming a solo artist, but then Yoonji starts becoming. She started out as my most favorite, but then she kind of became my least favorite because who do you think you are? We don't know you. We know White. But she was like she was just downplaying her friend, and that made me mad because she was doing this interview and they were like, "Who is that?" And they were like, "Are y'all like close?" And she's like, "No, not really." And I'm sitting here like, if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't even be here, bro. Like, really? Like, and I know it was a personality inside of her, but really? Like, you for real? So anywho's, side eyeing that tea. But she is out here like doing interviews, she's hopping all over the stage as White, and like she's getting it together. She's enjoying her time as White. So when she gets on stage, miraculously enough, the other three girls wake up, and I'm sitting here like, this is suspicious vibes. And then, what I was gonna say, backtrack. I did not know this, and I don't know if it's still happening like this now, but Sunny was singing the backup vocals for the main singers, and I was like, is this what my money paying for? Y'all got people back there behind the stage singing for y'all? Because if I wanted a home concert, I'd go home and sing backup vocals for myself. Like, I can do backup singles for myself. Like, I could put on some, you know, Jonas Brothers, When You Look Me in the Eye, and I could look myself in the eye and sing it, but okay, so regard, I was just Sunyi, she's amazing. Like, apparently she didn't end up like being like a singer or a trainer or anything like that, because she had some kind of injury. Anyways, she is beside Yoonji like the whole way, right? Hang on, y'all. All right, so Yoonji is about to get on stage and perform, right? Her friend is like, something is not sitting right with me. Like, there is something happening. She listened to the song one more time. Come to find out, so Sunyi is working with this guy whose name I did not forget, but I will put it in here. And like, they're going through these tracks again, right? And Sunyi discovers the true lyrics of the song, because she's like, okay, so one thing every girl kept saying to each other is like, isn't it so hot in here? Or something like along those lines. And so Sunny is like, something ain't right with my baby child right here. Like, she is tripping, because she really is, but that's just called fakeitis. Like, when you forget who you is, so you become fake. That's what Eunji was doing. But you can also call it possessitis, because I mean, she was possessed by a whole spirit or whatever. But so she's trying to call Eunji. And Eunji, first of all, Eunji had tried to tell the other three girls what was happening. And they were like, are you serious? Get bent, lady. Like, there's no way we're going to believe in, like, demons and curses, because, like, that doesn't happen. What? And so they are, like, working at this karaoke show. And, or, like, yeah, like, they are TV hosts now. Let's put it like that. And so Sunny is telling Jang Yun, like, telling Yuji, like, you listen, you may like want to pump the brakes and calm it down. Like, I don't think you should go through with this, like, because maybe the curse ain't broken. And Yuji's like, it's my life. I need it now. Like, you know, those credit commercials, credit karma. So that was a Yunji. And she was like, drive, please. Get this peasant away from me. This jigaboo. So, anyways, when she goes to the set, she hears, and she's telling them, like, basically she put herself in like the limelight, the harm's way, so she could help break the curse, because she thought she was breaking the curse. She ain't break nothing. So the three girls, they, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning, they end up committing suicide by drinking bleach on the stage, right? Just collapse. And I'm like, on live TV, because you want to trigger other people as well? Like, why not? You know, why not? And so it is chaos. And so Eunji, she's going to sing, and like, it's supposed to be this anniversary year, like the 200th anniversary or whatever. And so they're trying to find out, like, who is haunting this tape, because they think it's Jang, and they thought it was her, but then they come to realize that it was not her. And we are gonna get there, I promise. So Eunji is on stage, right, at this show, and the sponsor, she's like, oh, I always knew you could do it. And Eunji's like, I didn't have a choice. Get off of me, Rebecca. And the guy is sitting there, like the old sleazeball that slept with her or whatever. He's sitting there and like clapping his hands. So the results come in, and she's going up against this other group. First of all, let's talk about them real quick. Their name is Pure. I was cracking up at Pure. I'm like, who put these girls on this stage? And what does Pure stand for? Pure in what? Pure in heart? Because you're not pure with these outfits. You won't even have one. I don't know. We're pure. Pure. I am pure for the Lord. I strive to be. But there is no way I'd be on stage chanting, P-U-R-E, pure, pure, I'm freaking pure. Yeah, we're pure. No, no, no. So anyways, she's going up against them, right? She wins number one. The guy, sleazeball, comes up to her and he's like, I knew you'd win number one. I'd be calling you back. So I'm like, okay, Yunji. I see you. Hey, while one girl was doing this, charming her way to their studio, I mean, you was doing this and charming your way with homeboy. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? She get you respect because he wanted to come back. Respect. Now, I am not telling anybody to go out there and throw it back for a real one. You need to wait, all right? Because he's sleazy. And if he throwing it back with her, you know he clapping it back with somebody else. Hallelujah. But so, anywho's, I digress. She's on stage and she's getting ready to perform, right? It gets hot. She starts getting hot. And I think all of these girls honestly was drinking bleach at one point in time, like they had just did it. But so she starts sweating and she's looking around and like the stage collapses, right? And like it is just utter chaos, y'all. They are running to the door trying to get out of here because there's turmoil. The manager who slept with her, the agency representative lady is like, go get our girl. And he's like, go get her yourself, lady, because this is everybody for herself. He was pushing people. Y'all, he was the first one at the door. I'm like, what kind of spineless man are you? So you can clap it, but you can't take it? Like, what is happening here? Safe to say, like when the door opens up and they are getting out, first of all, the place is catching on fire. And so Yoonji tries to get down and she basically ends up getting, it's like basically, if I could paint the picture without being too graphic, you remember in Lion King, right? When Mufasa like got threw down and a herd came and just, that is what happened to Yoonji, all right? Sun Yi was trying to go and get her and save her. And like, I didn't find anything else about this. And now I guess that's one question I have. But the spirit was like, sorry, Yoonji. And I'm sitting here like, what the hell are you sorry for? You didn't have to kill her. You chose to kill her. Like, are you killing her because of like retribution? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening here? So, oh, and then at one point, they did find a suicide letter in the building, but it was burnt to pieces. So they assumed that the suicide letter was from Yibin, but it wasn't from her. So, all right. It fades away to like the ghosty girl on stage and like security's coming or whatever. And so Sun Yi, she's like leaving. She's out of there. She's like, goodbye. It flashes back and it shows what happened. So there was this trainee. Her name was White. Okay. So this is the finished bunny look. DohiSama, choo-choo DohiSama. All right, a few tips and pointers because I don't know if you should ever want to try bunny look on your own or this gives you ideas. Do your whiskers first, okay? Because I had to go out and completely scratch out like the white paint. And I don't know why I did not think about that beforehand, but safe to say it was a deal and I could have saved myself a lot of time if I would have did the blue first, which I didn't know. I thought it was going to lay over the white, but it never does. Like the movie White, I don't like this lady. No, but for real, like white face paint is just hard for me to deal with, all right? But I like it. I love it, okay? I've never made myself a bunny before, all right? This is my first time being a bunny. But, yes, so how White ends. Sun Yi. So they show a flashback. And Jang Yibin was the girl who was bullying White. White was indeed a backup dancer, like trainee, and they bullied her, told her not to stand out, told her not to write music because they wanted to be the center of attention. So they bullied her into drinking bleach. And one day she was gonna commit the big S, and Jang Yibin was trying to burn up her suicide letter and lyrics. No shit. So she had wrote that when she killed herself. But one day Yibin was trying to burn it up. Like when she took ownership of her song, homegirl came back, mollywopped her, and was like, "You will not." And then she was just trapped in white, I suppose. And then when these boo boo the fools came along, they entered in the song, and it was just a ripple effect. Now, in the end, Sunyi is in the karaoke place, right? She's burning like the letter, she's burning everything, and like this album that Yoonji has signed out for her, she was like, "Thank you, and I'm sorry for everything." So I'm like, you kind of got a little bit of redeeming qualities for that, because I mean, you knew how you was acting, you knew you was out here wilding. So anywho's, yes, Yibin, not Yibin, Lord, Sunyi is like burning up the stuff, right? After she burns it up, like she looks around, she's like, whew, that is over with. No, it's not. So she starts to hear like a karaoke track come on, and it's white. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, baby. Mm-mm. So nobody survived, and like it was really, like I say, the moral that movie scared me because first of all, I just feel like it hits a little bit too close to home. Like people will really do anything for money, you know, even if it means selling their soul out. You know, like they had dyed their hair, they were trying to, you know, change themselves to be these perfect people, and it's like fame is great and all, I guess, but like there should be more to life than just being famous. You know, like for instance, I don't just do this just to be doing this. You know, like I really feel like God told me to do this. I feel like I'm here for a reason. Like if I can help encourage other people and like just give you some laughs, that's what I'm here for. Like even if it's just one person, I don't mind that. But why they were not getting it together, and I'm like, I don't want it, because I wouldn't sleep with the man. All right, that's another thing too. Please do not ever feel like, and I feel like that hit home to something, you know, very triggering for a lot of people, especially me. If you know, you know. But don't ever feel like you're forced to do anything. Like you're not. You're not forced. You don't have to say yes because everybody else is saying yes. It is okay to be the uncool one, to stick out like a sore thumb. Like do not try to live your life for other people, because in this case it can quite literally get you killed, you know. And outside of that, like if they want to use you for your body and not for your talent anyway, then did they ever really want you and believe in you? I don't know, just a few things to leave you for, because like I say, man, the world is crazy and stuff like that happens probably more than we even know. So just be careful, don't pick up tapes you don't know about. All right, leave them in the dark. That is like every American horror movie. Stop picking it up, Janice. Leave it alone. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please kiss me with the like button, okay? Please show me some love. Please comment down below anything you would like to see me take on. If it could be makeup looks, any animes or any movies, anything you would like for me to watch, because obviously I'm all over the place. I just would say if it's series, I don't know if I can commit to that yet. Anime, yes, because you know those are like 20 episodes, boom, bang, you're done. You know, real life series, they got about 43 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour. So I don't know if I could get to those as fast, but I will try. But yes, anything you would like for me to see, watch, read, let me know in the comments below. Any ideas you like me to see. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging with me and just allowing me into your days, allowing my goofy humor to infatuate you for just the small time that we do have. But I do love you. Please remember to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications for when I post. And remember always, the Lord does love and bless you. May he keep you. I love you. I hope you have an incredible day or night wherever you are. And because it's gonna post on Friday, I'm gonna say have an incredible weekend. But really, on whatever day you're watching this, I hope that you're having an incredible week, an incredible weekend, or an incredible midweek, just an incredible everything. Be blessed, guys. Bye.